I could relate so much to Kantara because know that world better than Salah's world or KGF's world.
Fahadh Faasil is one of the best actors in the country.
Yes.
And I've noticed in the Hindi film industry, now people are talking about him.
In Malayalam, we started talking about him decades back. Like 10 years back, we knew that he's the best. The reason why I don't do other language movies is I don't see a point.
You've got Jitin here.
Yes.
He's a new director.
Yes.
It's a period film. For a new director,
Three different periods. Yes.
3 different periods. Yes, so period film.
Yeah.
Somewhere deep down, and tell me honestly, because he's a new director, did you feel that will he be able to handle a period film, especially 3 period films?
I was telling him, see, I have a lot more movies lined up. So, more than me, it's you who is going to face the challenges if this movie doesn't work.
Nivin Pauly, there's Dulquer, you. You're pitted against each other as these actors who are there, who are doing great work, but they're rivals. Is that true?
Hi, I'm Tovino Thomas. I'm currently on Siddharth Kannan's YouTube channel. Please subscribe.
A.R.M with TT. Tovino, I'm seeing you after 2 years.
Yes, after Mohanlal Malayalam promotions, we are meeting again.
I know last time we went viral.
Yes.
And also the film did so well. But I love the fact that you've said a statement that I am very emotionally attached to my films.
Yes.
You've even mentioned that how your wife says how intensely you are attached to what you do.
Yes.
How emotionally draining was this film for you?
This movie, I played 3 different characters. I shot for 100 plus days, and I'm part of this movie since 2017. We decided to make this story or screenplay into a movie in 2017, and we announced it in 2020. We started shooting in 2022, and now we are releasing it in 2024. So you can imagine how much emotionally attached I am with the whole crew, especially the director. He's a very dear friend of mine. Even the writer, the cinematographer, the editor, we all know each other since 2014, and we all decided to make this movie together in 2017 or 18. I committed in 2017, but rest of them, they came into this team by 2018, 19 and all. 2020 we already announced it, but it was not an easy movie to be made, and I think in 2017 we were not matured enough or grown up enough to attempt something like this. And even I considered myself as an actor who can do stuff, but I've never considered myself doing 3 different characters in a movie in 2017. But by the time I started shooting for this movie, I had gone through a lot of good and bad stuff, and I had grown up, and I had already had releases like Minal Murali and Tallumala, and also I gained some more confidence, and still I wanted a proper acting training to be done for this particular movie, because doing one character in one movie, I can try and do it myself. But when I'm doing 3 characters in one movie, I want 3 to look entirely different. So for that, I demanded that I need this acting workshop before the shoot.
So I've understood that over the span of 7 years, 2017 to 2024, it's very clear that you've gone through upheavals in life, which has made you mature to handle 3 roles. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm matured, but still without losing my innocence.
Yeah.
Maturity is all about losing your innocence, but I've tried not to lose my innocence at the same time.
So the good moments make us, the bad moments make us.
Yes.
What were those tough moments that you encountered, like you said, which made you stronger and also made you understand yourself better, that happened during this phase?
I don't. I don't want to discuss my things happened in my life. There is
Sure, I
no,
respect that.
yeah, there is no point in talking about it, and I don't want people to dissect it. So, in this particular movie itself, we had to face a lot of struggles, lot of problems every single day. Every morning, I'll be instead of wishing someone good morning, I'll be telling the director, "Alia, there is a new problem." Then he'll be like, "Tell me." Then I'll tell you my problem because there were hundreds of problems because we had never worked in a movie with this scale, not in terms of budget, but what we wanted to create was this imaginary village in which this story is happening, and for it was the biggest scale movie in my career, and almost everyone who worked in this movie, it was a new experience for us. And also it's in 3D, which is another uh, new thing in my career. So I have never worked in 3D. So for converting it into 3D after shooting it in 2D also, we need to follow these guidelines from the 3D team. So it was not easy. It was tough, and we had to convince the producers all the while why we are shooting it in 3D and why we have to create this imaginary world of Chiodikavu. It's a very small village which we are talking about, but we wanted this to be a audio visual experience rather than just understanding the story or just seeing the performances. We wanted this to be a audio visual experience for the audience who are coming to the theaters, and for pulling off something like that, it was hard, so hard. But at the same time, every single day after the shoot, when we reached our rooms back and when we discussed about it, we were satisfied. Like at times we wonder how, amidst of all these problems, how did we pull this off? Maybe we are blessed. Maybe whatever problems happened in and around the sets, nothing affected the movie.
What is life without problems, right?
Yeah,
And
that's true.
and achieving success after those
But who doesn't
problems.
want a convenient life?
That's also there. But you can't always have it convenient, right? I think.
Another thing is when your life is convenient and when it is when you have a routine, your creativity stops occurring. I mean, when you have a problem, you will work a way around it. That's when we are being creative. So for creativity, we shouldn't have this routine or convenience, I think, at times.
I agree with you, my friend, completely. I always believe when you have challenges, you conquer it. When you sit back at the end of the day, the sense of relief is far better. Humbali, they're
Yes.
distributing your films in Karnataka.
Yes.
Big banner, big producers, Salar, Kantara, KGF. Deep down, have you ever felt that I wish one day they produce my films too?
I'm in very good terms with Humbali, and if I've got offers from Humbali to act in their movies, but the thing is, I'm concentrating more on Malayalam right now because I have some amazing movies to be completed, and I have see the people who are working in Humbali are very close to me, so for them to produce my movies, I can uh, pitch any movie which I would love them to produce. I can pitch it to them, and if it's impressive, they'll produce it also. I'm sure. But for them to produce a movie of mine, I wanted to be at par with other movies which they have already produced. So I'm waiting for a script like that, and once that happens, I'll definitely pitch it to them.
So, in the filmography that you have kept as a benchmark, what did you think of Kantara? What did you think of KGF? What do you think of Salar?
See, Kantara, among all these movies, Kantara stays special because Kantara was not made out of a huge budget, and it was an amazing movie with beautiful performances in it. And KGF 1 and KGF 2, when you look at KGF 1 and KGF 2, KGF 1 They made it, they marketed it, it did well, and in KGF 2, you can see the upgrade in all technical aspects in filmmaking. They used whatever they got from KGF 1 to make KGF 2 a better one. And again, when Salar comes, Salar, you have seen just the half of it. Another half is yet to come. The grandeur, the world building. I love the way they are doing it.
So you're saying you're keeping Kantara at the top of the list when it comes to all
No, the
these.
thing is, I could relate so much to Kantara because, you know, Karnataka and Kerala shares this border, and the stories that we see in Kantara, Malayalis are very much able to relate to it because in Kasargod there are a lot of cultural resemblances to Mangalore. Mangalore and Kasargod, they are neighboring districts, but of different two states. I mean, one of Karnataka and one of Kerala. So this movie we shot it in Kasargod, and the terrain and cultural stuff all are very similar to Kantara's world. And Kantara released while we were shooting this movie, and I remember we all went to theaters and watched it, and we were astonished by the performance by Rishabh Shetty in the climax sequence. And I spoke to Rishabh after I watched that movie, and Rajbi Shetty is a very good friend of mine. We discuss cinema at times. So when I was shooting in Kasaragod, Raj came down to Kasaragod from Mangalore, and we spent a lot of time together. So we discussed about Kantara. Kantara, Raj was also a part of Kantara, as in both of them are friends and they associate. So I know them personally, and I know that world better than Salah's world or KGF's world. That's why I could relate to it more. And final performance of Rishabh Shetty, which won the national award, I was blown away.
No, I was completely awestruck by his performance, the film, and I just love him as a person too. I love his simplicity. I think all great actors like him, who bring India's roots to the forefront, are ones who are very simple in their heart as well. Fahadh Faasil is one of the best actors in the country.
Yes.
And I've noticed in the Hindi film industry, now people are talking about him.
In Malayalam, we started talking about him decades back. Like 10 years back, we knew that he's the best.
Fabulous. So I'm exactly coming to that. Do you think suddenly the Hindi film industry is woken up to all these fine actors like yourself, and suddenly open discussions are happening when Bollywood stars are saying, Fahadh Faasil, this actor from the South are leaving an impact? Do you think that time has come? Because they would never discuss Fahadh Faasil years back, like you said. You all were talking about it.
Why was that?
I think you're asking me,
Yeah.
and I'll be very honest.
No, I
I'll be very honest. I'm a very honest
Maybe
guy.
because they had not been introduced to Malayalam cinema. They had not seen those performances. Maybe because of that. Like as a Malayali, I can say that we Malayalis, we watch all language movies, be it Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, English, or Japanese, or Korean, whichever be the language. If you have an opportunity, we watch it. So we were familiar with all the actors in Hindi, in Bollywood or Collywood, Tollywood, Sandalwood, all the industries. We know all the actors from it. We have seen at least one movie of every actor. So we used to discuss about all these actors in Kerala long before. As long as I remember, we discuss about all language movies and actors and directors and technicians in those industries. Even before I got into movies, I'm talking about. Maybe they were not aware of good movies being made in regional cinema, maybe because of that. Now, after this OTT, through OTT, we can reach to every nook and corner, every household who has that OTT's subscription. But to bring our movies into theaters to every nook and corner, it's very hard. For that, we need a very strong distribution network, which I don't think Malayalam movies never had outside Kerala. And that's why we have Anil Tadani sir, AA Films distributing it here in Hindi. And In Karnataka, Humbali is doing it. In Telugu-speaking states, Maitri is doing it. Maitri movie makers who made Pushpa. You know. And in Kerala, Magic Frames, the producers, they themselves are distributing it. They, in Kerala, they're strong, but outside Kerala, they need support from other distributors from respective industries. So probably this is the first movie. Before this, I think only Art Jeevitham was distributed by A Films and Hombale and Maitri and all. So probably because they never knew that good cinema is being made in the southernmost corner of India, and when they started watching it through OTT, they started appreciating. Nothing wrong in that. That's completely natural.
No, but I understand. I think I'm going to be candid. This is what I feel is that maybe Bollywood at that time was very self consumed. They were consumed in their own world. And maybe that's why they didn't know that Fahadh Faasil was one of the greatest actors that we have.
Without watching Malayalam movies, nobody can appreciate talents in it. So,
But you all were watching it. You were watching Hindi films.
because we had that culture of watching other language movies since as long as I remember.
So maybe Bollywood should have also had the culture of watching, is what I feel.
That culture has started now. So probably, and they have started talking about talents in other industries. So I think it's not because they were self-consumed. I think maybe they were not aware of movies outside Bollywood. Not because they were so much into Bollywood movies, but they never got a chance. We could never release it in Hindi-speaking states. We never had such strong distribution networks, so we
But
cannot
a lot
blame
of films
Bollywood.
used to come in TV, which were dubbed in Hindi, which used
Huh.
to play throughout the day.
Watching a movie in theater and TV is very different. The experience is different, maybe. And when you don't know the language, it's a barrier for you to understand the context and enjoy the movie as such. So now, when in OTTs they have dubbed it into all the languages, and subtitles are available in all the languages. Maybe because of that, people have started watching Malayalam or Tamil or Telugu movies even more, and they are being appreciated, and it's natural. Like you shouldn't blame anyone for not watching a movie or not aware of movies releasing in other industries.
I love the way you're giving a point of view, but like they say, it's never too late.
Yeah.
It's never too late, right? Vamika
Yes.
Pakabi had worked with you down
Vamika
south.
Gabbi has worked with me and Basil in Goda.
Yes.
Basil directed it, I acted in it, Vamika acted in it.
And now she's doing wonders here
Wonderful,
in the Hindi
yes.
film industry. Are you in touch with her?
Yes, she was shooting for Baby John in Cochin in 2023 December. So a few months back, 6-7 months back, she was there for a month, and we used to chill together. And Atlisa was there, Varun Dhawan was there. So we all meet. They were in Chennai, so I was supposed to host them. So we all met, we all chilled together. I was staying in the same hotel.
So there was a perception again that, whether you see Tapsi or you see Rakul or Vamika, you felt they would go into the South Indian film industry, work there, leave an impact, and use that as a gateway to come into Bollywood. Which obviously,
is it so?
yeah,
Okay.
because they started there. Now you see Rakul's not doing too many South films, unfortunately, because I love South films. I'm crazy about it. Neither is Tapasi doing too much. Vamika is doing a lot of work here as well. This was the perception earlier. They used to work to find an inroad and move to Bollywood. Do you think that's changed now?
I'm not aware of this particular route, coming to South and then getting into Bollywood. I'm not aware of it. I don't know if it's so. And I see Bollywood actresses acting in Telugu movies and Tamil movies. So I don't think that's a way, like coming to South and then entering the movies. Very successful Bollywood heroines are acting in South Indian movies. So
Yeah, now it's happening hardcore, because they've realized the impact
But
of...
earlier also it used to happen. I remember Katrina Kaif acting along with Mammootty sir in a Malayalam movie long back, 10-15 years back.
But we haven't seen her back again there for quite a while.
Maybe she was not offered very good characters, or maybe, you know, the reason why I don't do other language movies is I don't see a point. I see brilliant actors and actresses in every industry. When I'm being offered a character, I'm thinking, why would I go and do a character there? There are amazing actors over there, brilliant performers there. Then, unless that character is a Malayali, why would I go and do the character? That's what I think. Maybe people are thinking the same way.
So you've got Jitin here.
Yes.
He's a new director.
Yes.
It's a period film. For
Yes.
a new director,
3 different periods. Yes.
3 different periods. Yes, so period film.
Yeah.
Somewhere deep down, and tell me honestly, because he's a new director, did you feel that will he be able to handle a period film, especially 3 period films? You have a perception again that, you've got Rajamouli sir, who's done that genre. You've got Naga Shwain. You've got a lot of these more senior directors. Did you feel somewhere deep down that maybe the Rajamouli sirs of the world should be handling it than a new director? Did you have that doubt ever?
No, never. I knew that Jitin is going to nail it. But at the same time, I used to tell him, my way of motivating him is telling him, see, I have a lot more movies lined up. So, more than me, it's you who is going to face the challenges if this movie doesn't work. If this movie doesn't work, I'll go and join my next movie, which is already lined up. But for you, if for a newcomer director, if the movie doesn't work, his next movie is going to be very tough. Another newcomer might get a movie direction opportunity easier than a director who has done a movie and it hasn't worked out. So I used to motivate him by scaring him. That's how I do it, because he's my friend, and I don't have to be polish stuff and tell him. I tell him directly to his face, Jitin, this is a do or die situation. You are trying to make a huge movie. Like, within our limits, we are trying to make a huge movie. And I even asked him, do you want to do a smaller movie before this? And I don't want you to wait this long to make this big movie. You're waiting for me. I don't feel right. So why don't you do a smaller movie before? And then as a second movie, we'll do this. And he said, no, this is going to be my first movie. He was very confident about it. And he said, if he's directing a movie, this is going to be his first directorial. And I trusted him, because he trusted me more than I trusted myself. So I had to trust him back. And before the shoot, he made the storyboard, and we have read at least 25 drafts of the script, and the storyboard was there. And before shoot, he had made this pre-visualization for 40 minutes of the movie. Then that's when I got an idea of, okay, this is bigger than I thought. I mean, whatever I had in my mind was smaller than what Jitin had in his mind. What you see is Jitin's imagination and visualization. I had a smaller imagination compared to whatever we have made.
So I was talking to a Telugu actress. She came on my podcast and she says, we have a WhatsApp group of Telugu actors, which is Prabhas, Ram Charan, Junior NTR, Rana, Allu Arjun. They're all part of that WhatsApp group. So if the trailer releases of a film, they put it there so that everyone in that WhatsApp group ends up promoting it together, making it
nice.
One industry. That's amazing.
That's
right?
amazing.
And she gave me a number of people on it. She told me there's 170 people, 80. I could be wrong on the numbers, but they have this group. Do you have a WhatsApp group like this amongst the Malayali actors?
Yeah, I have a smaller WhatsApp groups. We don't have 170 members, but we have different WhatsApp groups with actors in it, like 8 or 10 of them. And we all support each other. But this is a better idea. I should put forward this to everyone. And everyone will be ready to do that also. It's just that we don't have such a WhatsApp group. We'll start it as ASAP. Yeah.
So is that WhatsApp group of your close friends, or does it have Fahadh, Prithviraj?
No,
Basil.
see, day before yesterday, I was in Cochin. We had this actors associations and producers associations show going on, and we all were together for hours. And you know how much fun we have when we all are together. Ours is a smaller industry, and it's a very close knitted community in that industry. So whenever I have uh, any confusions or doubts, Mr. Prithviraj is the one to whom I'm asking, bro, what am I supposed to do when this happens? Because he's much more experienced, not because of he's my senior, not because of his age, but he has done 100 plus movies. You know, he has been in the industry for so long at this age, and similarly, like a couple of days back, this selfie of us
Went
was
viral. It
went
was the Ellen
viral.
DeGeneres moment, yeah?
Yeah, we had. I was the. Fahad was the. Asif was the. Nivin Pauly was the. And our veteran actor Mukesh sir was the. Chamban Vinod Jose was there. Siju Wilson, Ganapati, Suresh Krishna. So we all were sitting in one room and we wanted to click a selfie and clicked it. So, you know, the WhatsApp group of all actors, it's doable.
Yeah.
I should actually go and tell everyone. Let's start a WhatsApp group together and
I'll
let's
send
start.
you that clip also, huh?
Yeah, please do.
So
please
you
do.
can.
Yeah,
It'll be great. Imagine a WhatsApp group where all of you.
yeah. Everyone has millions of followers on Instagram or Facebook, and if all of them decide to promote their movies together, it's going to be a great thing.
And you got to thank me for the idea also, huh? That I gave it to you.
And who was the other actress? I'll thank her also.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you.
Thank you, Mr. Siddharth. Thank you so much.
Okay. So listen. So they pit you. This is what I have heard. I could be wrong. That there's Nivin Pauly, there's Dulquer, you. You're pitted against each other as these actors who are there, who are doing great work, but they're rivals. Is that true?
What are you saying? Nivin Pauly is my cousin brother.
No, but you can be a cousin, but you can still be rivals on screen. Right?
Why? See,
Okay.
do we look like rivals in this picture, which was taken day before yesterday? I'll show you the picture. And how do people make up all these stories? I don't understand.
But I saw that picture, huh? It was epic.
See, this is Nivin Pauly. You see Nivin Pauly. This is me. This is Fahadh Faasil. This is Biju Menon. This is Asif Ali. This is Chamban Vinod. You know, do we look rivals?
It looks like brotherhood.
Yes, that's what it is.
Even Dulquer, all of you are like
See,
brothers.
you know this character. We started shooting this character first. Do you know who saw me in this character first from the entire Malayalam industry? Dulquer Salman.
Yeah.
He was staying upstairs. I was staying downstairs. Once I was in this makeup, I went and did in front of him, and he, oh, it's you. And every day after shoot, I'll go to Dulquer's place, or Dulquer will come to my place. We'll sit and talk for hours until the sun comes up. You know, after night shoot, we'll sit and talk for hours. Who is spreading this news? And I was an assistant director in Dulquer Salman's third movie. And in next movie, I played the villain character. So our bonding goes back to 2012, since when I was an assistant director. And he has always been very sweet and warm to me. And who is spreading this bullshit? I mean, we don't have rivalry. We have healthy competition.
Yeah.
But I am not even in that competition. I don't want to be in any kind of competition. I'm not very competitive. But this healthy competition is fine. If people think that there is this healthy competition, it's fine. But rivalry, why would someone working in the same industry have rivalry? We are teammates. We are in the same team. And I did in Kurupa, remember, I did a supporting character, or I did a guest appearance in Kurupa, in Dulquer Salman's Kurupa. If we are rivals, why will I do that? And I go and visit all these actors in their locations. If I have rivalry, will I go to their locations and spend time with them? When Dulquer was shooting, Dulquer and I was shooting in the same place. After my shoot, I'll go to Dulquer's shoot. I'll sit there, see shooting, talk to him. See, that's how we do it. And I don't understand why people have that kind of rivalry picture in their mind.
And now you're going to be
You ask
starting
Dulkar,
Yeah.
you ask
I love Dulkar.
Nivin Pauly, they'll say the same thing. We don't understand this concept of rivalry between actors. Why would we have rivalry? See, I'm not jobless, they are not jobless, they are working every day, I am working every day, and we are working together. We are meeting up, we are chilling, and our movies are doing good. Then why would we have rivalry? I don't see a reason to have a rivalry with my contemporary actors.
Tell me, how much do the senior actors play a part in advising you all? Like Mohanlal sir, Mammootty sir, do they get involved in guiding you, nurturing you all?
Uh, I haven't worked with Mammootty sir yet, but I've worked with Laladan, and he doesn't give you advices like, Monet, sit here, I'll give you some advice. He won't do that. But his way of working itself is so admirable, and I admire that, and I try to follow it, the way, the discipline he keeps on the sets. And when we see people like them working on the sets, we understand why they have become these superstars and great actors. It's the discipline, it's the code of conduct, and I follow them. And they don't give advices, but from them we learn a lot. When we are working with them, even without them telling us anything, we learn a lot.
If Tovino had two Hindi film actors that he'd like to share the same frame with amongst the current lot, who would that be?
So I haven't thought of it. So, see, these kind of questions are the toughest for me. Yeah, in interviews when people ask these questions, I'll have to pick any one or two of them. But I want to work with all of them. At least I want to get a picture with all of them. So,
Or maybe they want a picture with you. You never know that. But thanks, Tovino.